Your morning news now. Nearly 1 month after her body was found, a coroner says 22-year-old Gabby Petito was strangled. Her body was discovered in a remote area of northern Wyoming after she disappeared on a road trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie. He is considered a person of interest in Petito's disappearance and remains unaccounted for. A UPS driver is among 2 people who died when a twin-engine Cessna crashed in a San Diego County suburb on Monday. 2 homes in the neighborhood took the brunt of the plane's impact and others nearby were damaged. The pilot, an Arizona doctor, also died, and an elderly couple on the ground were injured before the plane nosedived. Recordings show an air traffic controller warning the pilot to climb in altitude more than a half-dozen times. 2 people were killed when their small plane crashed near a suburban Milwaukee neighborhood. The plane went down in the village of Waukesha while on its way from Milwaukee to Kansas. There is no word yet on a cause. Mexican and Canadian tourists who are vaccinated against COVID-19 will soon be allowed into the United States. The Biden administration is lifting its North American restrictions of non-essential travelers between the 2 countries in early November. The ban has been in place since the pandemic started in March of 2020. Since then, travel between the countries has been largely restricted to essential travel such as trade. Both Mexico and Canada have pressed the U.S. to ease restrictions for months.
I also think it's important to remember that Jeff Bezos' concept of doing all this is to build industry, homes, to live in close connection with Earth.
Captain Kirk is heading to space today for real. Actor William Shatner and 3 other passengers will ride aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard spacecraft. However, this trip isn't happening without some controversy. A former Blue Origin employee claimed Jeff Bezos, the founder of the space company, sacrificed safety because he wanted to win the space race. The Federal Aviation Administration is reviewing the allegations, but it's not stopping the aircraft from lifting off this morning. The flight is scheduled for 9 a.m.
And we are going to be looking at cloudy weather conditions here this morning with some wet roadways possible by the lunch hour, thanks to some showers moving through. Mostly cloudy this evening.
PFAS contamination is forcing the city of Eau Claire to shut down almost half of its wells. The city announced in July it shut down 4 of its wells after tests found PFAS levels exceeded the groundwater standard recommended by state health officials. The city has recently closed down 3 additional wells after they also tested positive. The DNR is working on a plan to limit the contamination. The city is pumping 5 million gallons of water per day from 3 wells into lagoons to prevent contamination from moving to clean wells. Businesses continue to make adjustments to accommodate the growing number of people working remotely. Mayo Clinic Health System created this modern drop-in workspace in its professional arts building. Mayo leaders say there are times when remote workers need to be on campus, and this space allows them to work in a safe, socially distanced area. Employees are also able to use the space to easily connect with their colleagues at Mayo Clinic sites across the country. A new taco restaurant is coming to La Crosse. Super Street Tacos is opening today in the former Iguanas space near UWL. It's the restaurant's 2nd location after one in Black River Falls opened in July. Staff at the La Crosse location expect longer than normal wait times during the grand opening.
We do expect mostly sunnier weather conditions as we head throughout the rest of this week, including the weekend. High temperatures in the 60s.
We want to thank you for sharing this first hour with us. We're going to send you to break now with some awesome video from the Netherlands. Take a look at a giant flock of starlings flying as one and forming different shapes ahead of the sunset. The swooping patterns are actually used to ward off predators and keep warm, but it makes for some pretty beautiful sights here. You can see. We're going to take a break. 5:57. We'll be right back.